2001 to 2005.
Oh my lord.
Oh yeah, this era. This is the banger era. So you got.
I think the last era was better.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's this selection, but
I mean, even with this selection, I'm like, man, how'd you come back from? I mean, obviously we had Naruto in this era, Monster, which obviously came out in this era, but I don't think it's something that defines this era.
why'd you put Elfen Lied on there?
I mean, that did define this era. It is iconic. It is
yes.
iconic. Maybe not for like the right reasons.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
Boogie
I
Pop
mean,
was huge. Shaman King was
I
huge.
never watched Boogie Pop, Shaman King, or Fully Cooley.
Oh my god, those are like 3 of my favorites
Really?
on this list. Yeah. Boogie Pop, I think, is one of the best light novels ever written.
What is it about?
Boogie Pop Phantom?
Yeah. I always thought it had a funny name.
Fuck, how do you describe Boogie Pop Phantom?
it's like a supernatural mystery show. Where,
Yeah.
Okay. Normally don't like those.
yeah.
And it's
where
like kind of Pulp Fiction-y in the sense that it's the same story told from multiple angles happening at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It inspired.
that's
So
kinda cool.
Boogie Pop Phantom was the one that directly inspired Nishio Ishin to start writing. So the creator of the Monogatari series, he called the author of Boogie Pop Phantom a genius.
Yeah.
And actually a lot of light novels, especially during the mid 2000s, were directly inspired from the
that's
author
cool.
of Boogie Pop
That's
Phantom.
cool.
Because
Yeah.
he basically defined the light novel genre.
I mean, looking at this era, do you know, this reminds me of, like, especially now looking back, you know when, like, a new game console launches, and, like, the first 2-3 years are always just game developers figuring out how to, like, make good games on that game console? Like
tech
that's
demo.
This is what I feel like for this era, where this is the era where, you know, anime started moving over to like digital animation,
Right.
Yeah.
and it's just like, I would say we got the peak, we got some of the peaks of, like, you know, traditional hand drawn animation in the previous era, and now we go into this era, and I'm just like, Sully.
But this era, I'm looking at this list, and this is still on the cusp of like 99.9% 2D still.
Yeah.
You know?
No, like not 2D. It's digital versus like
Oh,
paper.
I see,
You know,
I see.
Because I think Cowboy Bebop was like one of the very first digitally animated shows.
Yeah.
And that looked better than 90% of everything I see here.
What's
maybe
the
I can't
10%?
believe
Samurai Champloo?
Samurai Champloo
Samurai
and Fooly
Champloo
Cooly,
came out this
pretty
year,
much.
That long ago. It feels like it's a modern show.
Wasn't Samurai Champloo in the 90s?
No.
Is it not?
It's 2004. I'm pretty sure.
Was it?
But even then, to me,
Oh fuck.
Samurai Champloo feels like a 2010 show.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
feels like
right.
way ahead of
I
its
mean,
time.
yeah,
It
it
was.
still looks incredible.
Damn.
Did Samurai Champloo start the whole samurai and hip hop kind of
Yes.
like marriage?
Yes.
I mean, it
That's
just
insane to
works.
think about.
It
man.
it single-handedly brought lo-fi to the West.
That's insane to think about.
Well,
Cause,
Nujabes was
yeah, because sometimes you just see this clash of like two things that on paper shouldn't seem like it works. Like, I don't know why Eurobeat works so well with like street racing.
Well, it's
But
the
then
same
you-
thing with like Cowboy Bebop, right?
Yeah.
Like no one looked at this like sci-fi Western show and was like, let's put a really jazzy soundtrack on it.
Yeah.
It's like, that doesn't sound like it works, but it did. Yeah.
Yeah. God.
How
What a
Sing's
fucking genius,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
What an absolute
Hamtaro? I
fucking
never
genius.
watched Hamtaro.
I fucking loved Hamtaro growing up.
Is it like a comedy? What is it?
It's a kid's show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a kid's show about just these hamsters who go on an adventure. But
Right.
again, it's still big in Japan. Very cute.
Wait, so this is the first year that Full Metal Alchemist, the first one, came out. When did the second one come out? The Brotherhood.
2007.
Isn't that crazy to think that they remade a show that quickly after?
Yeah.
Like, if that happened now, we'd be like, wow, Disney, really? Remaking that movie already? But, like, we like look back at that as like, wow, they really fucking did a W on this one. I guess
Yeah.
if the remake is good, people are like, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, this was the era where instead of just ending it where the source material was
Yeah,
up
you
to,
would just make shit up.
you would just make your own your own anime original show.
Yeah.
or you would just end.
Yeah.
And never do it again.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think on this list, from what I've heard, the original FMA had a decent ending. For, you know, maybe not as good as Brotherhood, but I heard it was a decent ending.
Definitely a lot darker. if I remember correctly. I can't.
I don't remember it at all.
Yeah, because it got into like World War II and shit, which I was like, wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then the Brotherhood didn't have any of that. Well, maybe they did, but very different.
Which one was it closer to the manga? Because I never read the manga.
Well, so the Brotherhood was following the manga.
Yeah,
right?
Brotherhood
I see.
followed the manga, and that's the reason it got remade.
Yeah.
Because it was only like halfway.
it's
How
like
the fuck do I know this?
Yeah. Well, because you know anime history, young.
So it's like a fruits basket situation, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think because FMA was just such a
Popular, they were like,
massive
"Fuck it,
hit,
run it
but they were
again,
like,
run
all
it
right, we need
again."
to do this again. The fans are asking for it.
Again.
Round 2,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. What's not here though is the end of Ava, where I'm pretty
Enough
sure
of that.
I'm pretty sure he made that because people wanted a fucking ending to Evangelion,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They were like, I don't want 5 episodes of sketches. Give me a fucking real ending. And he's like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
Let me give you the most traumatic ending in the entire.
But I mean,
canon.
I think I am glad that we've stopped the anime original trend. Sorry, the anime original ending trend.
Yeah,
There's only like 1 or 2 that I can think of that have a decent ending.
Why,
Well,
what
like
others?
Hero.
Trigun as well.
Oh, they
had,
have an ending.
had a anime
right.
original ending that was decent
it
enough.
was all right.
It was fine.
fine.
Does the manga go into like space?
What do you mean?
Don't they have, like isn't like aliens or some shit?
Trigun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a spoiler for a
Sorry, spoiler.
like a 25, 30-year-old.
Yeah, I
anime,
just
but
remember like watching it and being really confused why aliens showed up.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Well,
it was a sci-fi. It was like a.
yeah.
I mean, the new Trigun very
Is in
much.
space, right?
Yeah, that
it leans
leaned
way
into
more
it.
into the sci-fi.
Okay.
That leaned into it
Again,
immediately.
I haven't watched Dragon in like 15 years. So
Yeah.
it's been a long time. Prince of Tennis. I never watched that, but I know you love it.
Prince, I fucking love Prince.
I know you
Tennis,
love Prince
yeah.
Tennis.
It's fucking like if you
I
love
probably
shows
could
like
rewatch
JoJo, you would love it because it's literally the
I
most
mean,
ridiculous fucking.
If you can
sports
make tennis cool, then
it's so cool.
props. 'Cause
excuse me, tennis
tennis is the
cool.
least cool sport of all time.
It's fucking cool,
It is
man.
not.
Come on,
Bro,
Come on.
Tennis is not a cool
As
No
someone
fucking way.
who played it for 10 years, it's boring as shit to watch.
No, it's not. Oh my! Are you serious?
I think it's boring to watch.
motherfucker.
it's
I'd
like-
take any tennis game over like cricket, baseball, all that shit.
I'd take cricket and baseball
cricket-
over
No
tennis.
fucking
What
way.
the fuck? Cricket is way more hype.
Yeah.
Tennis is such a beautiful art form, man. Fucking hell, man.
No, see,
Are
you were busy watching real tennis. I was watching Prince of Tennis. I was getting
Real
su-
tennis is so much
I was
better,
getting
man.
sucked into the Tezuka zone.
Bro, you watch one fucking Federer game and you're like, fucking Tezuka, who? I don't
Federer, Schmetterer, whatever.
Oh, shut
bro.
the... Oh, come on.
Who
man.
cares?
All right, let's go to next era.
can't
Then. Let's have a look
believe this.
what's in the next era. I'm pretty sure also said that some of these, from this point onwards, were not exactly when they were from, but when they were popular.
Yeah. All right, 2006 to
Ah.
2010, I would say is getting close to, if not in, like, the most modern.
Yeah, this is
golden
like
age
all of my
anime.
favorite shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every single one of these.
I mean, this is
fondly
the
remember.
era of Death Note and Code Geass, which is insane that they aired in the same year, along with Gurren Lagann as well.
Yeah.
Man.
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. That is crazy. They jumped right on that remake. That is an insane amount of like gap to
It fucking paid off. Though.
It
Yeah.
did, but isn't that nuts? I feel like if you did that nowadays with literally anything, everyone would like make fun of them,
Yeah.
like relentlessly.
Yeah.
But then they would watch and they'd be like, hold up, they're cooking.
Maybe I don't even know. You know, I feel like this is like what an insane thing. I just can't.
Yeah.
I just thought about that now. I was like, why has no one ever questioned that they re-released the show so quickly after?
I don't know.
God, 2007 was such a goated year for
Oh,
anime.
it's so good.
We
Black
got Gurren
Lagoon.
Lagann, Death Note, Code Geass,
Torrent.
and Baccano in the same year.
I think Welcome to the NHK was also 2007, right?
I think that's 2006.
Was it?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I
D.
think,
Greyman, Oran High School Host Club, Toradora.
You know what? I
Clannad,
don't miss
Claymore.
Oran High School Host Club. I will just say that.
I like Oran. It's fun.
I did not like
It's
it
a
at
fun
all.
show.
I don't know, man. I just couldn't get it.
it's fun.
You
Also,
don't- you
also
don't
the fan
understand.
base was just
You are
the worst.
you are tainted by the anime con like culture.
Yeah.
that came
Yes.
out of
Yes, you
Oran,
are.
man.
Yes, is that not a valid reason?
No,
I've seen some horrendous shit come out of this fan base.
It also,
Basically, Joey, just don't go on Tumblr, and this would have been.
I couldn't help it, bro.
this
This and fucking Hitalia,
Yeah.
like scarred me for life from this kind of fan base.
this also is Honestly, Host Club is probably the #1 piece of effective propaganda in the world.
Oh my god,
In
yes.
terms of making host clubs look like these amazing, like delicate things, instead of the like kind of rancid, like abusive, like things that they actually are. Like host clubs are so much more gross in real life.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been to one, so I wouldn't know. But
Been to 2.
I mean, yeah, you worked in one.
Film
So,
2.
yeah.
Yeah.
God, I still remember Barcano, man.
What a fucking
Fuck, what an amazing show.
Still a great show. What's bottom middle? I can't read that.
Darker Than Black.
Darker than Black.
Darker Than Black. Love that show.
That was a great show.
Cool.
I think that was
One of the
2007 as
coolest concepts. as
So
well.
fucking cool.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't know.
I like the obviously some other shows have done it, but I really like that they lean so heavily into the like you had to have like something to trigger,
something to like some
like,
price to
uncomfortable
pay.
thing. Yeah,
some price to pay.
which I thought was such a cool idea, and I feel like although like other shows have done it,
Yeah.
but this one did it so well.
Yeah, that's swag, you know.
It is swag.
This
swag.
one
Darker
had
Than Black was
swag,
swag.
man.
November 13 or 11, he had to smoke.
Yeah, he had to
hated
smoke.
smoking.
Yeah.
I just love. I was so, that burned into my mind. I don't even know what the main character's like drawback was.
I don't think he had one.
He didn't have.
yeah,
a,
because he got his powers in a strange way.
Yeah.
of course.
I remember the
cat that talked.
Sorry,
The cat that talked.
Yeah.
cat that
gave
talked.
missions.
Yeah.
And then the English one, he sounded like, "No, yo, he's a mission boy. You should know." And he sounded like British. I don't know. It was weird.
Just remember that guy who had to like stack the stones exactly in like a
Oh,
square
yeah.
or something.
Oh,
There was so they just had so many cool concepts in this one.
Yeah. Because if your power is so godlike, but it's so annoying to
Yeah.
do, it's like, well,
Yeah. Exactly.
such a good way to balance
yeah.
powers.
And also like Yoko Kanno killed it with the music.
Yeah. As she always
Dude.
does.
As she always does.
Protect the queen.
Yeah.
Do you remember Soul Eater?
I do.
I remember how, at least in the Western world, it was very hyped.
Soul Eater?
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, in Japan.
Was it
well.
Yeah,
also?
yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
it was huge.
It was a show that
I said
nobody
mid.
really talks about anymore, but everyone remembers fondly.
Because it was kind of mid.
You know,
I would say-
I would say it was a product of its time.
I would
Yes.
agree.
I would say at the time it was amazing.
It was
and
funny
hasn't
because
held up.
when Fire Force came out, which is done by the same
Yeah.
author,
Yeah.
I watched it and I was so disappointed in it that it made me go back and rewatch Soul Eater to confirm to myself if this was actually just mid. I'm like, is this better in my head or
Yeah,
like is
it
it
is.
still
So was
good?
it-
And
was it
it's
mid?
definitely better in my head.
Okay.
Like I feel I was at the right age and this was during the right period where a show like Soul Eater just worked.
Yeah.
But if you made an exact remake of it
I think-
today, I don't think it
Yeah,
would work.
It was a straight to the point shonen with fun characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That for the time was great.
Yeah.
But it definitely just hasn't aged.
It is
Yeah,
very
it
much a
hasn't
product
aged.
of its time.
Yes.
And Fire Force is very much a product at the same time. That
I don't
came
know
out.
what fucking time Fire Force is a product of.
Yeah. It was
a
product
time I
of the
don't wanna
same
be in.
time that
Its
came
time
out
was
10
literally
years
one
later.
day.
Yeah.
It was time to stop.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
Afro
we also
Samurai.
got Spice and Wolf as well. This is
Yeah,
around
Alex,
the
let's
time
go.
that there's one show that I'm very, 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 very surprised that is not up here. Not going to call you out, Alex. But how the fuck is Haruhi not here?
I was about
Oh,
to
yeah.
say,
yeah, Haruhi Suzumiya.
Haruhi literally shaped this era.
Yeah. Haruhi.
Or I feel like Haruhi put anime on a train track of which it cannot get off.
The Haruhi like craze
Yeah.
during this period in Japan was like, it was like Beatlemania.
Yeah, but, like,
it was
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Because I feel like anime after Haruhi, it just follows Haruhi.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Everything it
I mean,
becomes it
yeah.
slowly diverges to becoming Haruhi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
It's like a weird way.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, Haruhi wasn't exactly the first of like anything. It wasn't like the first light novel adaptation.
Yeah.
Wasn't the first high school anime.
They were the best.
But it was just... She was just such a force of nature that you can see the effect of like the kinds of shows that got adapted before Haruhi came out and the types of shows that got adapted after Haruhi came
Yeah.
out. You know, it even makes me wonder if something like Monogatari would have, gotten an adaptation if not for Haruhi,
not for Haruhi.
setting
Yeah.
the precedence of like, okay, let's get a quirky light novel adaptation. Let's see how well this does.
Well, I feel a lot of these shows, and I'm sure a lot of the shows on the next slide, wouldn't be around if it wasn't for Haruhi.
I have a question
Yeah.
about Afro Samurai.
Yeah.
Is it a good show? I've never watched it.
It is a good
I just
show.
know that the dub is Samuel Jackson.
Yeah,
It's alright.
it's a good show. I
It's
enjoyed
alright.
it.
It's it
It's
does
nothing-
everything you need to.
It's nothing to write home about, but
Yeah.
it's a fun show.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toradora. I tried rewatching Toradora the other day. Actually,
Tough.
it was tough.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I forgot.
It's long.
26 episodes. is it?
It's long.
Like, I know Tsunderes have like slowly been phased out, but I forgot how hard they went with like Tiger's character.
Oh yeah.
To like,
She's such a little shit.
I mean, I had trouble with it when it was airing. I don't know how I would react to it today.
yeah, I'm like,
If the tsundere lover is saying this shit, that's saying a lot.
it's like me and Sydney were watching this, and I remember like watching the first few episodes, rewatching the first few episodes. I was like, damn, she's kind of a bitch.
yeah,
isn't she?
Yeah.
she was.
She's
Yeah.
a total asshole.
She kind of just is really violent, and not in an anime way,
Like,
but
Ryuji,
just
what are you doing, man?
I'm like, holy shit, she goes in hard.
Yeah.
How we
It's
getting
full-on
away with this?
punches to the face. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
actual like violence.
Yeah. Actual domestic violence.
Yeah.
I am waiting for the Twitter apology to come out at any time right now. But yeah.
All right.
TW
Well,
domestic violence.
Oh my god. What a cool era there.
Yeah,
I'm
this
gonna
is a goated era,
This is a
man.
goated era.